The guy in the green shirt. Can you hand this to the guy in the green shirt? All, both of them. Don't get shooting your camera. Fuck it up. For real, right? Yeah, you just take a picture also so it's ready to go. We're talking about throwing something at the chick's ass right there. It looks like a good target. It's dead. Hey, yo, come in. Come in.
But first, before we talk about anything, I want to say what I try to say every year at the ICP Seminar. That standing on this stage, doing a seminar every year, this is like a very pivotal moment for us. We discuss this moment all year because this feels like we are talking to the entire Juggalo world standing here. And I'll tell you why. Because the Juggalos, Down with the Clown in 2017, are the most essential, important Juggalos there are. If you're down enough to be at the gathering in 2017, you are the reason we exist, and we very deeply, very spiritually, we fucking love you immensely. There's really honestly not a bunch of words that can be assembled to explain to you how much love we actually have for you. It's just not possible. Just know that you are greatly, greatly loved, man. We fucking love you. You motherfuckers allow us to feed our kids. Doing this for a living we are unbelievably blessed because of you, and we love you for it. We thank you. There's no way to express how thankful we are. Thank you, ninjas. We fucking love you. ICP! 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 ninjas and ninjas of Psychopathic Records. With a few noticeably missing ninjas, but they're still here in heart. They couldn't make this. They're off doing other things right now. True that. But if we can begin, Shaggy, the notes. This time. You got the notes. Say what? I don't have the notes. You didn't give them to me. I gave you the notes.
You did this bit last year.
Yeah, this guy did so much shit. Especially with my pockets you got here. You fucked up. The notes.
Just bring it.
For real, you don't have the notes? Only look at notes?
Oh, no.
What's in the inside of a pocket? Does anybody have the notes? Rob, the notes. Shaggy, the notes.
Off the top of your head!
Look at your pockets, guys. Somebody get the notes. Where's the fucking goes on the fucking notes? Without the fucking notes, and we have the notes. And there's a lot of notes. That's why there's 2 pages of notes. Oh shit! And there's some pretty fucking controversial subjects in this year's seminar. Can everybody hear me? If you can't hear the words we're saying, make some noise. Can we turn it up? I can't. Oh shit. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. For those of you that didn't hear, the notes. The notes. Just in case. Where else can notes get jammed? That chicken scratch you're looking at is my handwriting. And that's his best attempt at handwriting. And Shaggy somehow is the only other human being that can actually read my handwriting. They're like hieroglyphics, you know what I'm saying? You gotta study them for years. They look like ancient scribblings on a wall in King Tut's tomb, but it's actually my fucking 9th grade education handwriting. Yeah! He'd be great at writing prescriptions. We're going to tell you guys a couple stories, all right? We got stories in this year's seminar. And I want to tell you guys these stories like the one I'm about to tell you because you're my brother and sister. And even though these stories might not have much to do with anything, when you get together with family, you exchange stories. So I'm going to tell you the first story of a recent happening in my life, which was very impactful. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something that affects me to this day, and it will affect me for a long time to come. But it's also something that isn't very interesting at all. You know what I'm saying? But it's interesting if it happens to you. And when I'm telling people this story one-on-one, I can normally look into their eyes and notice 2 things. Number 1, they really don't give a fuck at all about what I'm telling them. The other thing I notice is they're not paying any attention at all because they really don't give a fuck about what I'm telling them. So sit back, because this one's a whopper. If you've ever been in a serious car accident, make some noise. Okay, after you survive that car accident, when you go to tell somebody about it, you might know what I'm talking about. They really don't give a fuck because car accident. That goes for all you ninjas standing up, I guess. I don't think I'm supposed to sit down. Appreciate it though. I think you're talking to the ninjas in the crowd, so the ninjas behind it. I was going to say, if you sit down, I'm going to bust out the acoustic guitar. get this started some real shit. About 10 weeks ago, I was in a fucking brutal fucking car crash. A fucking head-on collision, and I don't know exactly how the fuck I was able to walk out of that shit. But what happened was, I got up mad early to take my kids to school. And so I drove to the house my kids are living at, which is Sugar Slam, where she lives, my ex, you know what I'm saying? But we're still very close forever, thank God, you know what I'm saying? She's one of my best friends, you know? But I drove there to take my kids to school. It's mad fucking early. I dropped the kids off at school, and I started heading back to my house, at which point I'm fucking dozing off at the wheel. Has anybody ever done anything like that? Don't fucking play. Alright, because as I'm driving, I'm fucking dozing off and waking up, and I'm dozing off and waking up, and then I doze off, and when I wake up and open my eyes, I see a fucking Suburban probably 12 feet away coming right at me from the fucking, it's a 2-lane road, and I had drifted into the oncoming traffic, and right when I opened my eyes, the fucking truck was just about to slam into my truck, heading, you know, in opposite directions, about to fucking collide. And I remember actually screaming and trying to fucking yank the wheel over to get out of the way, and it was just too late. An impact, bang, and that vision of that fucking truck coming at me. Once again, I'm sorry, this isn't me noteworthy news, just sharing this fucking story.
It didn't make the notes, bro.
It is, I'm
Perhaps it is noteworthy.
that vision of this fucking truck about to hit me, and I'm doing probably 45 or 50, and I assume they're probably doing the same. That shit is now haunting, just like fucking a guy comes back from war and he has the memory that keeps fucking haunting him, you know what I'm saying? Post-traumatic, whatever the fuck. The vision of that truck is forever fucking stamped in my brain. But anyway, we fucking collided, and the next thing I remember, I was encased in fucking airbags. Airbags from the steering wheel, airbags from the fucking ceiling, airbags from the armrest. I didn't know there were that many fucking airbags, but there was just airbags all around me, you know what I'm saying? And there was dust, mad dust everywhere. It was pretty fucking heavy, man. If you've ever been involved in something like that, it's fucking horrifying, right? And there's dust and a funky smell, and I felt like I was in a padded room, just barely able to fit me, you know? And I went to open the fucking door, and it wouldn't open, and I started kicking the fucking door, and then I don't know if it was a patron or something, but somebody from the outside started yanking the door open, and I got out, and I ran right for the other car, thinking I probably killed some people or something, right? And the ninja that I hit is just leaning against his total fucking Suburban, and he's just leaning like, and I'm like, where's the driver? He's like, I was the driver. I'm like, are you alright? He's like, I'm fine. He was totally cool, calm, and no sort of panic whatsoever. And I was happy to see that. But apparently when I hit that motherfucker, a third car hit my car from behind, and fucking 3 cars got totaled out of this accident, right? And the police come screaming up, and the fucking ambulance comes screaming up, and my leg, I have these what look like mosquito bites now, right? This little mark and shit, was basically mangled, but I was standing up, walking around, feeling jarred, I guess the word would be, you know, like fucking shook, but I didn't have any broken bones or anything. So when I went into the ambulance, I told the guy, I'm straight, I'm going home. And he said, no, you should go get checked out in the hospital. I said, I'm all good, I'm just gonna go home, you know? And so the police came and they took the breathalyzers from all 3 drivers and did all their fucking shit. And then the cop drove me home, right? And I got home, I lay down in bed, and probably 25 minutes later, my chest starts to hurt, you know? And I asked my friend, Straight Jacket, who was living in my basement. I said, bro, take me to the hospital so I can check this out. This is starting to hurt. And by the time we got to the fucking hospital, which is only 3 miles away, I couldn't fucking walk. The pain was fucking epic. It was unfucking real. They had to carry me out of the car. And listen, this is where it gets real fucking bitch like, alright? Because I was screaming and crying, and it was just unfucking real. And I'm sharing a very personal, very real situation with you guys, man. I thought that I destroyed myself. I figured I probably ruined all my ribs and my fucking bones are sticking into my kidneys or whatever the fuck is going on in here. And I was walking around after the crash because I was in shock, right? And when it started to come down, I started to feel it. And by the time they checked me into the fucking hospital, I'm fucking screaming and crying, all right? Now here's the fucking problem. And this is what's so fucked up about this fucking country, right? I didn't have an ID on me, okay? And I had several, these aren't cuts. They were fucking punctures, like shit that fucking stabbed me, right? I had several stab things everywhere. And they're not going to give me any pain medication because they don't know if I'm a fucking drug fiend who literally stabbed himself to get, you understand what I'm saying? This is what happens in this fucking country.
What the fuck?
Motherfuckers, I'm not kidding, man. Motherfuckers are so addicted to drugs that they will fucking break their fucking arm to go get a fix, man. Like, I'm laying there 3 hours screaming and crying, and they're not giving me anything for pain because I came in off the street instead of coming in on an ambulance. You get what I'm saying? So they're like, we don't know if you were ever even in a crash. We don't know who you are. We don't know anything about you. And you're in here trying to get pain medicine. You could be a total fucking junkie faking the funk about everything you're saying. And I was screaming and cussing. At the same time, I'm apologizing to anybody that can hear me. I said, if you can hear me, I'm sorry. I can't stop. It's so fucking painful. And they said, all you have to do is piss. And we can check your piss and make sure you're not a fucking dope fiend, right? But my fucking insides and my ribs were so fucked, I could not push to piss. You hear what I'm saying? Do men understand what I'm talking about? When you piss, you just push a little bit and you piss. I could not do that, so I could not give them the fucking urine to check my shit and know I'm not a junkie. So for 3 fucking hours, it was just horrific. Finally, they had to give me a, what's it called, a catheter? Who knows what's in their dick? That is when they stick a fucking straw up your dick hole so that you piss through I told that lady, I said, go ahead because nothing can hurt worse than this hurts right now. I was fucking wrong. Holy shit. What the fuck? Oh, man, that was just fucking epic. But
have you had your prostate checked?
I did this year.
Oh, so you know.
That's a whole other story.
No. It's like being raped by a midget, straight up, it's the worst.
But yeah, they checked my piss and finally they could see that I wasn't a dope fiend, so they finally started treating me like a regular human, you know what I'm saying, and gave me the pain meds and everything. And it's just so fucking awful of a thought to think that, man, like that motherfuckers are stabbing themselves or would do something like that because they're so dope sick that they're fucking willing to do some shit like that. It's just mind-blowing to me, man. But that was a fucking very traumatic fucking experience for me, and I'm still haunted by it because I bruised all my ribs, and once that pain went away, there's other pain that something in my guts was yoked so hard by the fucking crash that I got 4 different tests lined up for when I get home from here, including some shit I don't even want to fathom how they're gonna do.
But you know they're gonna put another finger up your butt, right?
That's anything but that or the fucking.
I guarantee you won't do that shit, dog. But just prepare that anus piece. That's all I'm saying.
As long as nothing's going in my dick or my butt, I'm afraid of nothing.
Now I'm gonna stick a finger up your ass and you get another catheter at the same time. That's when you take a piss test and they will give you pain medicine beforehand.
But yeah, I'm happy, you know, I know now that I'm blessed to have survived, and I sent my boy Scotty D at Vega Lovers a photo of the fucking truck I was driving, which was fucking mangled, and man, I just know that in the end of it all, I'm incredibly blessed because I'm fucking right here, able to do what I do, and I'm fucking at the end, it's a blessing, you know what I'm saying? I mean, car accidents are fucking the #1 cause of death in this country, you know? And when you survive something like that, when you're telling people about it, they're just like, yeah, whatever, you're all right, that's what counts. And the rest is just fucking yada, 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 you know what I'm saying? Probably like you guys are feeling right now, like shut the fuck up and get to the next note. But if you know somebody's been in something like that, that shit's very, you know, monumental to that person, and people go flying out of windshields and all kinds of shit. Don't fucking fall asleep at the wheel, man. Whatever you do, don't risk your fucking life like that, man. Especially if you got kids and they're in the back of the truck. Man, you're a fucking fool for that shit, man. You're a fool in any way, shape, or form if you fall asleep at the wheel and you continue to drive. And that's what I learned of it all. And it was just an awful fucking experience. And it also cost us the 17 tour, the fucking Parental Advisory Tour. I don't know if you guys know what that is. We are supposed to have been on tour either now or a month ago or leaving after the gathering. All of that was put on hold because we didn't understand what the fuck was wrong with me, you know what I'm saying? So, very epic thing. Nobody knew about. I wanted to share that experience with you guys and put you up on what's going to happen, you know what I'm saying? Thank you guys for hearing me out, man. It was a fucking trying thing, you know what I'm saying? Real fucking serious shit. So you all my fucking family, man. I just wanted to share that. All right. Now, topic number 2 on this list is just a real quick thing. I wanted to talk about the Shangri-La show. You know what I'm saying? Which we did Thursday night here at the Gathering. At yesterday's autograph signing, probably 3 or 4 different ninjas said, man, are you alright, man? You fucked up a lot of your lyrics and shit like that. And I wanted to address that. When we're performing an album in its entirety for the first time ever, no matter how many times you rehearse that in our warehouse, you know, in front of a bunch of boxes, can never prepare you for what it's really like in front of y'all doing it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just no way to rehearse enough.
But let me put it this way. You know what I'm saying? You can sit there in front of a mirror all day with a fucking comb or a brush or whatever and sing fucking Justin Bieber songs. You know what I'm saying? Like you do. But right, how do you think I got so good? But it's a whole other motherfucking beast. You know what I'm saying? To stand up on a stage in front of so many juggalos and not be nervous. You know what I'm saying? Even though we're comfortable at home, you know what I'm saying? The butterflies in your stomach, the adrenaline's pumping, you know what I'm saying? The motherfucker get nervous, you know? You feel like you gotta take a shit, you're like, oh man, I gotta shit again? Damn, gotta go on stage, stop doing it.
Did anybody see the Real Box tour? Now, check it out. We're doing the fucking album night after night. And chances are, by the time we came to your town, we had that shit on lockdown, you know what I'm saying? And when we're performing a new album for the first time, it's destiny to fuck up lyrics, man. And I'm surprised nobody said anything about us fucking up lyrics at Juggalo Weekend when we did the Chapel Brothers album and the Tunnel of Love EP the night before, because I think I probably fucked up twice as many lyrics then, but I never heard a blip out of anybody about it. And then on Thursday night, it seemed to be an issue, and I just want to say, man, we're always gonna fuck up. You know, that's just something that happens. And I don't know if I go to see a band I like and they fuck up, I I actually think it's cool, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm seeing something dope, you know? I love Pearl Jam. I love seeing Eddie Vedder get pissed off and fucking throw his mic down and leave and then come back out like, oh, sorry, you know? And shit like that, I love that shit, you know? So, just wanted to let y'all know, nothing was wrong. We felt great on stage. We had a fucking incredible experience. That was fucking awesome. That was just fucking incredible. Like, that was fucking amazing. I thank you guys for that, man. That was fucking truly awesome. I can't wait to do the Shangri-La tour. That is just gonna be fucking monumental, man.
We gotta wait another 5 years to do the Shangri-La tour. Yeah, we're another 5 years to do the Shangri-La tour.
For 5 years, so
at least 20 years out. You know what I'm saying?
We still got other things to do before that happens, but it's gonna be cool when it does happen. You know what I'm saying? Now, I wanted to tell you guys another. I got a couple of fucking meaningless stories here, but I just feel they're pretty cool. Things to know, little tidbits of worthless knowledge. But fucking, we drove up from Detroit, me and my boys, right? And we stopped in Springfield, Missouri, right? I decided, fucking Springfield, Missouri. I just decided, fuck Springfield, Missouri. But every time I go to that fucking place, something fucking lame as fuck happens to me. That's where we got arrested.
I know, that's what I was like when I heard this shit happen. I was like, Springfield, get the fuck out of here. And I was like, bad experiences.
It's just all fucking.
Not the people in Springfield, but just the aura of Springfield itself.
We got arrested there years ago. It was the last night of a tour we were on.
No, he got arrested. I went the fuck home. He got clear.
I just know. But I got up in the morning. I woke, light up. They were in the room next to me. I said, man, you guys get dressed. We gotta go. I'm gonna run to the store and get some fucking cold drinks or whatever. And I walked into the gas station, grabbed some shit, bought it. Saw the ATM machine, took some money out, walked back out to my truck, and it's fucking gone. My fucking truck was gone, right? I'm like, what the fuck? And I saw crackheads around. I'm very observant of crackheads. So I took my key out of the fucking truck when I went in, but apparently I left the motherfucker running, and I didn't know that. But a crackhead jumped in it and bounced off, right? And when the truck has OnStar, so they were able to locate the truck. But by the time they did, all our shit was gone. All our fucking luggage.
I ain't gonna lie, man. When I first heard it, I started laughing my ass off. I was like, what? Get the fuck out of here. Then I talked to Clay. He's like, man, my turntables were in the dog. I was like, oh, why the fuck up this story?
So that sucked, man. But yeah, the fucking motherfuckers got my truck and took all our shit. That fucking sucked. Bomb Springfield! Yes, let's fucking bomb Springfield!
Yo, and the thing is, not only did he get arrested in Springfield, but yo, it was like the end, I think, of the outer space tour, which was like fucking 8 months long, continuous, you know what I'm saying? And then fucking from some shit way back in the day when he busted that kid in the head with a microphone or some shit.
No, for being on the fucking radio DJ.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Some shit that happened in St. Louis.
That's right. Check it out. Real quick note, fucking Billy calls us. He's like, hey, turn on this radio station. We were in a hotel about to do our show.
Like way back in the day.
So we turned into the radio station and we hear the DJ and he's like,
it was the Snow Court tour.
Yeah, he said, hey, we're parked here out front of the Snow Court tour at the American Theater and we see some people walking by in clown paint and we just want to say, if you're going to that kindergarten show, have a good time, but the real shit's happening here at the Snow Court tour. And the guy's fucking dissing us, right? And so we look out of the hotel and the American Theater is right there. And there's the van. So we walk up to the fucking van. So
gently open the door.
No, you don't remember. You don't remember. You went around to the passenger.
All I know, I got the fuck away.
I went to the driver, I knocked on the window, he rolled his window down. He's like, hey, what's up? I got clown paint on and everything. And I'm like, are you the guy on the radio? He's like, yeah, that's us. Bang!
From the driver's side.
Who's Dougie?
One from the driver's side, one from the passenger side, one from the back seat.
We started beating shit out of him. Shaggy opened the passenger side, fucking yanked the dude out of the street and started stomping him. And I fucking did the same thing with the driver. Me and Dougie are fucking lumping him up, you know what I'm saying? And when we ran off, we had a show in minutes. Next thing you know, we're at the Galaxy, right? And we did our show, but Billy's like, yo, the police are coming to arrest you guys, you know? So at the end of the show, we called all the ninjas on stage, and we went out the fucking front door.
Bro, straight up, we pulled a fucking Blues Brothers move. You know what I'm saying?
We turned up in the car, fucking skating across the fucking the other side, because the St. Louis
fucking across the river.
Yeah. And we were saying,
fuck out of Missouri.
But 3 years later!
Yo, okay, see, he's underselling. He's like, yo, you know, I got arrested. Yo, it was the last fucking show, fucking 8-month tour. We didn't go home the whole fucking time, no flying home, none of those luxuries, you know what I'm saying? Missing our kids and all, you had kids at the time, but you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
I missed your kids.
Yeah, he missed my kids, you know what I'm saying? He missed Uncle Joe. But anyhow, so we're driving back from the venue, go all the time, take showers and shit. All of a sudden, yo, some movie type shit. Cops everywhere surrounded.
It's almost felt like we stopped, you know?
We look up, it's the helicopter shining a fucking spotlight down, you know what I'm saying? They got us all on our stomachs shackled up, you know what I'm saying? Soaking wet, you know what I'm saying? Fresh on stage, you know what I'm saying? And just like, you know, running the shit. They started pumping everybody, we get back in the car. This motherfucker stayed in cuffs, dog.
Why? Why is it always been like that? Why did you get arrested?
What? Why I can't afford to get arrested, dog? It's always like felonies, you know what I'm saying?
It's always like that, man. Even as little kids, when we all got busted for curfew, only me and Rob went to fucking jail, man. We were all underage, but they're like, Bruce Brothers, come on. I said, what the fuck, man? And then I'm the only one being arrested.
Well, this is, I heard before me. This motherfucker now goes to jail and let him out. I get fucking busted for some shit. He get slapped me fucking with 10 felonies at one time. Fuck out of here. The cleanest record you ever seen in your life, this guy.
But I just think that's fucking classic, man. Stopping the shit out of the bitch-ass radio
But the
DJ.
best part was, they handcuffed his ass to the ceiling and drove him all the way from Springfield, all the way across state back to St. Louis.
And arrested me there. I stayed the night in Springfield, and then the cops drove me all the way to St. Louis. Yeah, that was pretty shitty, man.
We were like, hey, dog, I'm sorry, man. It's time to go home. We'll see you when you get out, homie.
I remember the cops went through a drive-thru at a Wendy's, and they're fucking eating delicious cheeseburgers and drinking ice cold fucking pop, and I'm just back there fucking starving, and they're fucking, it was some cruel-ass bitch-ass cops, man. Speaking of bitch-ass cops, we'll get to that in a minute. All right, hold on. Before I get to like the more newsworthy news, can I tell one more fucking story? I think this is pretty fucking dope, alright? Who was at the gathering last year? Alright, check this out. Last year, I wrestled in JCW Friday night. Okay, last year was like this year. It was a very important gathering for us because it was the 17th gathering last year, you know? 17th annual or something. Anyway, it was a very fucking, the concert, the big show Saturday night, it meant everything in the world to us. And I did my moonsault, which is a wrestling move, where I go to the top rope, I do like a backflip, and I haven't done it in a long time, you know? But I did it last year, Friday night, and when I got back to the dressing room, I realized I fucked my foot up, like really bad, you know? I took my shoe off, and the front half of my foot was purple, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, fuck, man. And I'm limping really bad. So Saturday, I beat myself up all fucking day for doing that. Because I want to put on a great show that night, and I fucked myself up, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, bummed out. I felt like shit. I felt horrible all day. And I wouldn't talk to nobody. I'm being a dick. I was so fucking mad at myself for fucking myself up. Now I'm gonna be limping on stage, and I can't really put it down like we want to do, you know what I'm saying? And I'll never forget this, man. This was something that was a miracle to me, alright? Like straight up. As our intro's going, okay, I start walking toward the stage, and the closer I got to the stage, the less my fucking foot hurt. Until I got right front and center when we busted. the pain was completely fucking gone. It was unbelievable. It was absolutely unfucking real. I did the entire show feeling nothing at all wrong with my foot. It was fucking crazy. And I know adrenaline, yep. But check it out, man. Walking off the fucking stage, the farther I got from the stage, the more the pain returned. What the fuck is that, man? That was unbelievable. I don't know if you guys believe in a higher power, man, but I know there's more going on than what meets the eye, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that was just such an incredible experience, man. Like, I never had anything like that happen, and it was just unreal, man. That was just very cool, man. But yeah, if you saw last year's concert, we put it down! My brother, Jump Steady, the main organizer of the gatherings of the Juggalos, we're going to ask Rob to give us some notes on this year's gathering. What up, y'all? I want to give out mad love because, like, the gathering each year is always different everywhere we go. You know, you never really quite know what to expect. And this year was no different. We had no idea coming in we were going to experience such oppression by the police, you know what I mean? And check us out. Check us out. The three owners of the property, they're actually mad cool ninjas, right? We got Brad, we got Howard, and Garrett. And Garrett's father, actually, there's four. And these ninjas came together. They've done ICP shows here. They have a love for the Juggalos, and they wanted to do the show. And ever since they began, they brought the gathering in and started getting media attention. It was all fucking negative, you know what I'm saying? There's one ninja on the police force. He's like the main ninja that basically has it out for us, and that's the reason we're experiencing all this right now. It's one asshole that believes all the hype about the FBI, about Juggalos being a gang, about people who are going to come in here and tear shit up, and all that shit. He believed all that hype instead of really looking into it and actually talking to anybody that's ever experienced a gathering before. Because you know, every time we come into a new town, it's always the same. Everybody's up in arms, they're buying guns, they think Juggalos gonna be running through the streets, like tipping over cars and shit, and whatever they think they're gonna do. But when we get here, then they start to see that ain't the case, and they start to ease back. But this motherfucker, man, we've been here for fucking 4th day now. He's still got police helicopters flying over. He's got fucking police armadas cruising through the grounds and shit, like treating us like criminals. You know what I'm saying? Like we're the worst scum on the earth. But for everybody that's seen this, everybody that has seen this for the last 4 days, they see that ain't true. But he's still trying to save face like, oh, the shit's about to go down. It's still going to happen. And the reason I bring this up, and I'm really worked up about it, is because motherfuckers are still asking, why are we marching? This is a publicity stunt. Is this a fucking publicity stunt? The 4 owners of the property have been doing shows for, the one dude, Howard, has been doing shows for like 40 years, and he said he's never seen no shit like this. You know what I mean? Where there's no reason for what they're doing, but yet they're still coming in here full force for no fucking reason. Well, I want to say to that cop, that one fucking cop, it's not all of them. Check it out. It's not all of them. You know what I mean? Because there's cops on the ground who are like, man, this is bullshit. We're just chilling. It's that one ninja, man, and he's got mad fucking egg on his face. Mad fucking egg on his face right now. And for the cops in the audience, go back and tell them. Mad fucking egg on your face, because what have we done to warrant this shit that you're putting us through? Ask that motherfucker, what have we done? Now I wanted to bring to the positive. Now this year we had a lot of cool shit, you know. I don't know how many of y'all see the movies on the water. There was a ninja in a shark suit swimming around.
seen them in the water, took them off and was over. We had the fucking Reno Riders come in and throw a bomb-ass party. Even though they got oppressed by the police again. Now y'all know the Reno Riders are the coolest motherfuckers on the planet. All they want to do is get in. Some of the cops are oppressing them and trying to shut them down. But that's the thing, you can't shut Juggalos down, you can't shut us down. Because we got all the heart and courage out of any motherfucker, man. We've been through it too many times. And like, when you get beat down and oppressed, you can either lie down and get weak, or you can fight. And Juggalos are fighters. We've been fighters, we fought for everything we ever had in this world. We had to fight for it. Because you all motherfuckers, man, we're all the same. This is it, man. This is a family. It's a true fucking family. And this is our family reunion. So, man, to that one fucking asshole cop at the top of the chain, y'all tell him, man, fuck you! Fuck you! Yo, and I want to give up props, another cool ass event, the Juggalo Yacht Club. Yo, they just reached out to us and they're like, hey, man, we want to do our own events. Can we hook this up? And it was just the coolest thing. And those two parties ended up being the highlights of this year's gathering, in my opinion. I mean, when I looked down when I came, I was in the backstage area, fucking working the gathering and all that, and I looked across the water. All I saw was like 500 motherfuckers on the beach, fucking jumping. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. But it looked like as hell, and that's all I've been hearing about. So, you know, moving forward, I just think it's really cool, like every gathering keep evolving. If you got new ideas, you want to submit stuff you want to do at the gathering, we're open for it. Because this is like, you know, like, check this out, we did an event called the Dark Carnival Games Guide, right? And that whole event was ran all by Juggalos provided gaming tournaments for Juggalos, and it was a totally new experience, and it was so dope because most of the time in the events of the past, it was psychopathic putting on the entire thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're just like, come with all ideas. But that's the hype thing, like moving forward, it's like, you know, you all come up with some ideas, you got some dope ass events you want to run, shoot in an email, you know what I'm saying? And we'll work together to make it dope. And the Dark Carnival Game Con, this one ninja summed it up best. He said at the Dark Carnival Games, instead of us sitting there looking up and watching ninjas on stage, we were watching each other. And that was a dope ass quote, and I'll never forget it. It's like, and so that's dope. Anyway, so that's all I had to say, man. I know there's bones at this year's gathering. The police have been a super bone. The heat has been a bone. But other than that, man, I think it was a super fresh event. And to all the Juggalos that came out, you're all the shit. And we're gonna keep moving on. No matter what they do, this is gonna keep moving on. And they try to shut it down every year. That one cop, that's all he kept saying. He's gonna shut this down. Like if anything fucks up, he's gonna shut it down. Just nothing but fucking idle threats. You ready? Go steady, y'all! Back to the notes. I'm having trouble reading my own notes. Hold on, perhaps I can decipher it. Alright, check it out. I want to talk about the Carnival of Carnage show in Detroit. Check this out, man. I know tickets are mad fucking expensive, and what really fucking sucks is people talking about that and not talking about why they're so fucking expensive, alright? Again, when ICP recorded Carnival of Carnage, there was 3 members of the band, alright? 3 members of ICP. And you can hear them on Carnival of Carnage as well as Dog Beats.
our first 2 ever releases. There was 3 members of ICP. The 3rd member was John Kick-Ass, all right? Shaggy's older brother, all right? John decided to leave ICP right as we began to press the Carnival Carnage album. That was a pretty bad time to leave, but because we couldn't afford to go back to the album and take him off it, and it was just a choice he made, all right? That turned out not to be a good one, you know? And unfortunately, John passed away, how long ago?
A year and a half ago?
Yeah, he passed away
2 years ago.
About 2 years ago. But his story is pretty fucking remarkable. And the reason why tickets are so expensive for the Carnival Carnage show in Detroit is the venue only holds 600 people. And we're doing the Carnival Carnage album at a venue called the L Club, which is on Verner Avenue in Southwest Detroit, right across the fucking street from Clark Park, all right? In the fucking heart of where Insane Clown Posse's origins come from. I mean, you cannot be on a better location than right there. And taking John's place, doing John's lyrics, is Shaggy's other brother, his younger brother, who raps as Trey Pound. Chop Shop. With the group Chop Shop. Alright? He will be taking John's place, wearing John's face paint, and doing John's lines, and who better suited, right? Who can fill those shoes, right? And we're only gonna do the Carnival Carnage album one fucking time.
There will be no tour on it.
No tour, no fucking second show. One fucking show, alright? And all proceeds are going to a documentary about the life of John Kick-Ass, alright? Things nobody knows, alright? And that documentary is very, very important to us, and we want it done with fucking class. We want it done with mad amounts of dignity, and that's where the money is going. We're not fucking paid like some of you might think. Not even hardly at all.
Furthest, like you've probably think ever from pay.
Any money we happen to generate goes away when we have the gathering. Right? We quickly lose it because it's a fucking money-losing event, but it's a karma-gaining event and worth every penny. And the Carnival Carnage show is about respecting John, and it's about creating this documentary. And also, as I'm writing what's called the treatment for the documentary, I decided that I wanted to include everything from our history. Okay, if you've ever read the book Behind the Paint, it talks about John, but I have to admit something right here. I'm gonna be a fucking man, and I'm gonna admit something. I think, when I wrote Behind the Paint, I think I purposely downplayed John's role in ICP's origins. I downplayed it because I was still fucking salty that he quit the group and left us when he chose to do that. I was still upset, and I said to myself, no reason to go into all these extra stories about John because he's not a factor anymore. And he didn't deserve that. And so with this documentary and with my treatment that I was writing for the documentary, which is basically explaining what the documentary is going to be like, I decided to include every fucking detail of our relationship and the creation of ICP, coming from age 13 when I met John and Joey to age 20 when John left the group. Okay, those are fucking really pivotal years in a ninja's life, and I'll tell you why. Those are the years you first step away from being a little kid following your mom and dad or whoever takes care of you, just being a little fucking kid, to actually becoming your own person. You choose what music you like, you choose who your friends are, you choose how you want to present yourself. Those are fucking the most important years, I believe, of any ninja's life. 13 to 20. It's also when you first get skins for the first time. All kinds of shit, man. And that's when John was my fucking best friend, Joey's brother. He was everything in those fucking essential years. And we're gonna tell his story correctly, respectfully, and as I'm writing this treatment, I realized this is a fucking book I'm writing. And so I decided I'm gonna fucking finish it as a book. So not only will it be a documentary, but also be a book called The Third Clown. And it's the story of John Juggalos. I want to tell one more little story. This is like, it's not quote for quote how it's written in the book, but I want to tell you a funny story about getting some skins, some Madden for the first time. Because the first time John ever got some skins, it was in my bedroom, all right? With him. With me. I'm going to tell you how this went down. It might not be funny, I don't know. It was funny to us though. But down the street from my house where I live with my mom, I lived in the attic. And I turned it into a bedroom, and I had to pull the stairs down, and it was a rickety fucking stairway. I had to pull down, fold down, and then I could climb up the fucking thin rickety stairway up to my bedroom, alright? So there's this little hottie who lived down the street who was what used to be called a burnout, which is a fucking heavy metal fan, long hair, we call them wolves, right? We always call them wolves, that's another story, but they don't pretty much exist anymore, but they used to, like the
girls used to do, motherfucker.
they really
I see them all over, I fucking love wolves.
I'm talking about like fucking hair metal. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Poison, fucking Molly Crew, right? Fucking spandex, fucking makeup. Dudes would have the same exact haircuts as the women, you know, teased up poofs and shit. Anyway, this little wolf chick lived down the street, and I always thought
nowadays these wolf chicks in the neighborhood are considered hood rats. I don't know if you ever heard that, sir.
And I fucking used to want to fuck this girl so badly, but I didn't know about actually fucking anybody because I'd never fucked anybody in my life. No girl ever, nobody ever. Not that Anyway, so this is the first days of when you're fucking calling girls. You know, those first experiences. Can you remember that about your life? When you're actually stepping to girls for the first time? So I had invited this girl over, and this was probably the third time she came over, and I could tell she was not digging me. It just was not going to jump off. But John, sitting on the couch, emulating his fucking studly aura, she was all about him, I could tell it. So I immediately thought, well, maybe I can hook this up for John, and John will get some skins, and he can tell me what it was like, you know what I'm saying? So I started talking to her, and I'm trying to fast talk her, and I'm like, look, you don't know him, he don't know you, you guys don't have to face each other again, there won't be no awkwardness at school, you go to different schools, just let him hit it. You know, I mean, what's it gonna hurt? You're just both enjoying each other's good looks. Do you think he's attractive? She's like, he's alright. And I'm like, John, she's a babe, right? John's like, yeah. And I'm like, just fuck, man, just let it jump off. And so I actually talked her into it, and she was down. So they went up in my rickety fucking bedroom, and I assumed he was plowing her, right? Now, this is the part of the story that don't make much sense, but my stepdad came home from work, and for some fucking reason, which I don't understand, but apparently I wasn't allowed to have a girl over or something, because I was scared to death that we had a girl upstairs, which doesn't make no fucking sense now. I would be so proud of my son.
You knew you were trying to fuck him.
Well, I know, but if my son had a hottie over at 16, I would be fucking proud of him. I wouldn't be mad at him. So I don't understand that. But apparently, I wasn't allowed, okay? Maybe I was 15. I don't know. But I ran upstairs and banged down the bedroom door, and I said, John, oh, Ron's home. That's my stepdad. I was like, Ron's home. You gotta get her out of here, man. And there was no answer. And I knocked again, banging on the fucking door. John! No answer. Finally, I said, fuck it, what can I do? I'm seriously stressed out. The car's pulling up in the driveway. He's getting out with his 40s in the brown bag. And I'm like, fuck, we gotta get this bitch out of here. So I opened the door, And I ran in, and I saw the two of you having sex, paying me no mind at all. I'm fucking banging on the door.
First time he didn't give a fuck about you.
He was like,
or Ron.
He was in a robotic motion. My presence meant nothing to either one of them. And I'm still, they're where this pole is. I'm right here. And he's just fucking. I'll never forget it. The first time I ever saw anything like that in real life. It was right there. And he wouldn't stop. I'm like, John! John! And he was just looking at her, stroking. And they didn't stop. They were right there. You know what I'm saying? I had to push him off her physically. The only way I was going to stop that shit from going down was to fucking physically intervene. So I had to shove him off her. Now this next part of the story I'm not very happy about. But this is how it went down, alright? I remember seeing her naked, and for some fucking stupid reason, I did not snapshot that image with my brain for later usage. So I don't remember much about it, which I should have, and I'm still mad at myself for it. But she was naked, and I turned around, giving him time to get dressed, probably 20 seconds. And when I turned back around, she had her fucking extra tight, stonewashed fucking burnout jeans about halfway up, and her bra, I think, was on. But I was so fucking scared of my stepdad, who was pretty brutal at that time. He wasn't very nice then. I had to, listen, I'm not proud of this. This is what happened. I was 15 or 16. But I grabbed her by the fucking poof. Her hair was all poof. I grabbed her by the poof and started to lead her down the rickety stairs. You know what I'm saying? And no lie, I opened the side door of my house, and there was like a little porch with 2 steps to the grass. I put my foot on her ass. I didn't kick her, but I put my foot on her ass and shoved her off. And I just remember her falling to the grass and being like, fucking asshole, and opening the gate and walking away, you know. And she was fixing her hair in case another burnout saw her. She didn't want to look unpresentable as she walked down the street to her house. But what I don't understand is what I would have gotten in trouble for anyway. It doesn't make any sense. But that was John's first time ever having sex. And if you remember, your first time ever fucking, you fall into a strange shock where you just stare there and you don't say shit. John was in that funk for the rest of the day. And it was like he was just staring off. It was basking. He was coherent, but he was just in trance. And I didn't understand that feeling until I got my first piece, and I found myself staring out the window as John was starting. Because John was also present at my first time ever. And somehow, me and John got skins 2 years later than him. And he's fucking 2 years younger than us, man. Hey. But yeah, he hung out with the older guys. What do you want? But the book is for people interested, for people that like the early years part of Behind the Paint. This whole book, I'd say 75% of it is all about the early years. This is a gangloads of stories and freshness about that, and everything pre-ICP all the way to the beginning of ICP to the, launching the Joker cards and everything, and John's role. And then it's about John's downfall, and he got hooked on drugs. He ended up in a wheelchair, and I saw him at Shaggy's wedding, and he looked fucking gray. His skin looked gray. I never saw nothing like that. And I remember it was a beautiful chapel we were at, and we were sitting there listening to the wedding, the preacher do his thing. It was all beautiful, the water's in the background and shit. And I remember looking behind me up the hill, and John sitting in his fucking chair, and he's looking at the floor. And it fucking sucked, man. And I think he understood what he was a part of, the creation of. He planted the seeds that grew into the garden, which is now the jungle of the Juggalo world. If he understood how essential his role was, he might have found more reason to live. You know what I'm saying? And by the time we realized that, I think it was too late, you know. But we're gonna do him his fucking justice and write this book and put this documentary out. And it would mean a lot to us if you guys check it out, man. There's a lot of things you guys don't know. I know we just know everything about ICP, but in reality, you don't. Because there's a lot of stuff we've chosen to never reveal. For example, the true trials and tribulations of Shaggy 2 Dope, who's coming out with a book himself. And it's,
there's been many. See, you know Jay, right? Like somehow his car crashed just now, you know, his first experience with skins. He likes to share, you know what I'm saying? A lot. I'm not so much like that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, because most of it's not share worthy anyways, a lot of shit that happened to me, you know, because a lot of it's bad, you know what I'm saying? Stints in jail, a lot of trouble with the fucking law, I don't know if you know or not, you know what I'm saying? A lot of probation, a lot of jail time. A lot of crazy shit has happened, you know what I'm saying? I just always kind of kept it on the racks because I'm always trying to keep shit positive, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want nobody to be like, oh man, you know, he was in jail, fuck all that, you know what I'm saying? I'm standing up here in front of Juggalos, so I'm straight, you know what I'm saying? No matter what. But that being said, you know what I'm saying? We was kicking in shit, you know, with the whole situation with my brother and shit and all that, you know, and we were just sitting there, you know, we were just kind of like, yo, it's time, you know what I'm saying? Why not? You know what I'm saying? Behind the Paint was a great fucking book, gave a lot of insight, but it wasn't my story, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm gonna sit down with this dude named Steve Miller, the same guy that wrote the book Juggalo. I don't know if you read it or not. Crazy fucking book, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to be sitting down with him and we're writing the book together. And I forget the name of the shit that's coming out on whatever the fuck where the Philly's at, but nonetheless it's published, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be everywhere. So you gotta go through like some weird channel to get it, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. It'll be everywhere available. And it's detailed shit from my birth up till now, you know what I'm saying? And it's ICP's career from my eyes this time, you know?
And a lot of shit that's never ever been told, man. Like
so much shit that'll blow your fucking wig off your head. You'll be like, damn, I didn't know that. Damn, I didn't. Every page will be something you didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
We're talking about times throughout our careers, you'll be like, I had no fucking clue that was happening behind the scenes in Shaggy's world. But it was, man. A lot of really fucking epic shit, man, that you're gonna read about and hear about for the first time, man. And like he said, his story's always been silent. He's just not as outgoing about personal shit as I sometimes am. But it's 2017. None of the rules seem to exist anymore. And fucking it's time. And I'm looking forward to reading that motherfucker in-depthly. So that's gonna be dope, man. Get ready for that too. What's it officially called?
I don't have a 100% title yet. Still like just a working title, so I ain't, you know what I'm saying? It'll be revealed, you know what I'm saying?
Dope, but that's coming out. And speaking of coming out, so we got the Carnival Paradise show. We got, okay, the Great Malenko 20th anniversary version of the album, containing a bonus CD and fucking a bunch of tracks that were left off the Great Malenko album, and also a fresh fucking coffee table book, all about the Great Malenko album, which contains all sorts of fucking news and backstage shit that happened between us and Disney, and like you can see the actual letter where they said they're signing us and they approve of it, and Disney supports and St. Clown Posse, and then you can see the actual letter that says they're pulling the record out of stores. It's like totally contradicting the other letter. All sorts of interesting ass shit is in this coffee table book, which is gonna be this big, fat, colorful thing full of great balls.
Hold on, man. Wait. Come on, man. Fucking 20 years, Great Malenko. What? You know what I'm saying? 20 years. Fuck out of my face, dog. It's crazy.
It's super fucking crazy. And the guy that signed us when we were on Jive Records, if you remember, if you read the book Behind the Paint, you got fucking falling apart. The guy that fucking signed us, Julian Raymond, the guy that signed us to Hollywood Records and got us out of our fucked up record deal with Jive Records. Anyway, we hooked up with him to do a new song, and the song is called Black Blizzard, and we got the band Cheap Trick on the song. Does anybody know Cheap Trick Hall of Famers? It's just dope because on Malenko you got Slash from Guns N' Roses, you got Alice Cooper, you got Steve Jones from the Sex Pistols. So for the 20th anniversary version, we hooked up with another Rock and Roll Hall of Famer with the band Cheap Trick to do this song called Black Blizzard. So that's pretty fucking cool, man. It's just, going with the theme of Malenko, you know what I'm saying? But that's the only new song that's going to be on the collection. The rest of the shit is all shit that was unreleased, recorded back then, you know what I'm saying?
It's so hot out, his notes are sweating. What the fuck? Boys are falling apart.
Alright, I want to let everybody know the 4th Joker's card from deck 2 will be revealed at Hallowicked this year. Yes. And Hallowicked this year will be very, very special. It's going to have a lot of very cool names on the bill. It's going to happen in Detroit. And we're going to reveal the next album. We're going to show the face and the name and everything at that event. So get ready because it's going down. Also, right after the march, we're going on the Great Malenko Tour. Yes, that's going to be super fucking dope. We're going to go on the Malenko Tour. We're going to come to every fucking city. I don't give a fuck if you live in Bombay. We're going to fucking play that bitch. Everywhere. Everywhere. Even Springfield, Missouri. Oh. We're also going, this is cool, we're going back to fucking Europe. We ain't been there in like 13 years or something. But we're going there with Mushroom Head. We're doing like 10 days in Europe. And right after that, we're going to Australia again. And then we're actually going to Asia. How dope is that? That's definitely awesome. Going to Asia, bringing the fucking wicked clowns to Asia. Yeah. I'm so excited for that. That's going to be dope.
Even Toledo, yes.
Oh, free shit. Usually we give out something fresh for free to you, and just right here at the ICP Seminar. Would you like some free shit? Okay, well this year is a doozy. Because we're going to
for real doozy.
Huh?
It's a for real doozy.
For real style. This is going to be something guaranteed to wind up on eBay for probably a lot of money because you'll never see it pressed up again. This is a one-time deal, something we're giving away to each and every one of you for being here, and it's a full-length album on CD for the first time ever from a band called the Golden Goldies.
Hold on now. It ain't that fresh.
No, it's not fresh.
What you gotta understand about the Golden Goldies, what you gotta understand is the thing about the Golden Goldies. The Golden Goldies was something that we had did with all of our homies just sitting around the studio. The whole thing drunk as shit. Everybody, no rappers in the vicinity besides me and him. You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing was, all right, Mike, hurry up, loop a beat. Everybody, you got 10 minutes to write your shit, one chance to spit it. That's it.
One chance to spit it. If you fuck up, you're stuck.
You better keep rolling, because that's it.
Golden Spud!
To do their verse, they got one try, and we did, I think, 13 songs.
And everybody's gimmick had to be involved with being draped with gold and be golden.
Golden Spud!
Golden Goldies are fucking epic, man. It was recorded right after the Riddle Box album. And it features all kinds of fresh rappers. Jump Steady's rapping.
Golden Graham.
Billy Bill's rapping.
Gold Double B.
Who else is on that bitch, man? It's got everybody rapping.
Golden Spud.
Shouldn't be rapping. But they're rapping. And it's just classic.
And we actually did that right before, came out, Riddle Box is when we recorded it.
Yeah, after we recorded it, but before it came out,
yes.
was when Golden Goldies was recorded.
Pressing time.
It's been out on the internet for years, but it's actually now the only time we're ever going to press it out on CD from Psychopathic, and that's what we're giving to all of you.
And it's simply titled, "Give me those fucking nuggets, bitch, or I'll punch your fucking face."
Who's extra fucking with it? It's
fucking nuggets, bitch, or I'll punch your fucking face. Wait, what? I'm sorry, I fucked up. Yeah.
Here comes the goal!
Anyway, that's the name of the album. Short and simple. Give me them fucking nuggets, bitch, or I'll punch your fucking face. It's album. It's for you for free today. Thank you. Alright. Now, as Jump Steady was saying earlier about the police, we know it's the fucking bone, and we gotta talk to you guys about this, man, because this sort of treatment is exactly why we're fucking marching. Look, we learned a lot in the last year. We fucking learned a lot. We thought every group out there, Tech 9, fucking Twisty, we thought every group out there was hearing the same shit we hear all the time, which is about juggalos being fucked with, punished, and fucking discriminated on for being juggalos. We hear about that shit every day. All sorts of situations, all sorts of shit, we hear about it endlessly. We assumed everybody else that has juggalo love was hearing that similar shit. So when we put the invites out for all the bands to perform at the march, and everybody's saying no, we were fucking blown up. We're like, you know what's happening? How the fuck ain't you gonna play? You know? But then we realized because ICP is so much affiliated with the Juggalos, Juggalos tell us about it and not these other artists. And so they don't understand the passion and the fucking seriousness of it, because I don't think they even ever hear shit about it. You know what I'm saying? But it's real. It's why you're being fucked with every day at your own gathering. No doubt. You know, and yo, just for example, you know what I'm saying? Just example, like Kate Hobson. Love the guy. Fucking awesome. He's a shit. But if Hobson's doing a meet and greet, he don't hear Juggalos coming through his meet and greet telling him about how the police fuck with them and about how they're on the gang list now and all that. He don't hear that, you know what I'm saying? We do, you know what I'm saying? That's something we didn't understand at the time, you know?
We thought everybody would stand up with
example, one person and so many other Juggalo artists that don't hear that shit that we do, you know?
And so, you know, at the end of the day, it don't matter who's performing at the fucking free concerts, because we damn sure will be there, and we are gonna march. I don't care about y'all.
Whether it's 10 people, whether it's 10,000 people, we're still up in that bitch like a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
We're fucking marching! Once in a fucking lifetime, man! What the fuck? And people say, man, I've been a juggalo all my life. I've never been fucked with. Nobody ever gave me shit about it. That's you! Good for you! What about them? What about everybody who is being fucked with, man? Let's march! Let's have their back, man. This is bullshit, don't you get it? If we don't do something about it, we might as well be what they say we are. Fucking inbred fucking idiots. Again, fucking gang. What? What the fuck? We might as well just be everything they say we are, unless we stand up and officially say, fuck you back. Fuck you, man. Like, what better way to do it than march? We have to let you're damn right it's a publicity stunt. We have to let the nation know we're not okay with being called a fucking gang, man. Or we might as well be a gang. You get what I'm saying, right? We're fucking suing the FBI going on now. Probably 5 years, I don't know. It's been thrown out of court. We are fighting tooth and nail. Ferris, where we at, man? Where we at? This is the Jugger lawyer right here. We're fighting, man. Tell us we're running a lawsuit because we're down, but we're not out, man. We're fighting.
Are we suing someone today? Who are we suing, man? Who do you want to sue? I don't know. I'm not sure what lawsuit you're talking about.
Sue everybody.
No, a lot of people don't realize, I mean, we're fighting this case every single day. You know what I mean? And there's a whole bunch of people working on it. You know, the ACLU, Miller Canfield, me, Howard Hurts, all of our offices. There's a whole bunch of different rumors that are going on. The lower court judge who we overturned on appeal last time tried to throw the case out again, you know, and we appealed him again, okay? We're back right underneath the Supreme Court right now in the 6th Circuit Court of Appeals, fighting the case, you know? And people don't realize why we're doing it. I mean, it's funny. I mean, obviously everybody here understands because they saw it firsthand these past 4 days. But, you know, we got some really cool, really good documentarians doing another documentary on us and the case and the march. And I was talking to them yesterday, and they called the Oklahoma City Police, I believe it was, and they said, hey, do you have any comment on what's going on at the gathering? And what they said was, we don't comment on gang activity because we don't want to give them any extra attention. The funny thing is, I don't know any other gang rally where we invite anybody of all ages to come in and hang out with us the whole fucking time. So I want to invite the chief of police for Oklahoma City. I'll buy your fucking ticket. You can bring your kids. It's an all ages show. You can hang out with us the whole time at this gang rally and send whoever the fuck else you want because we don't check membership at the door. Everybody's welcome. You might show up and find out you're a fucking juggalo, you know? We don't got nothing to hide, but you know, it's a legal battle. These federal cases, they take a long time. I have a sneaking suspicion ours is even taking a little longer than normal. Nobody really wants to deal with us, but we're not going away. We're fighting tooth and nail every day. Juggalos don't die. There's people, I still hear stories. I heard a story yesterday about somebody who got their kids taken away again, and it's heartbreaking. I can't even listen to the stories anymore. And you know, we're gonna keep going until there's nowhere else to go. And it's been 5 years, and I got another 50 years in me until they give up. You know what I'm saying? Just another update on where we're at. Before they heard the second appeal, the Court of Appeals, which is a court right underneath the U.S. Supreme Court, said, why don't you guys go talk to some mediators with the FBI and the Department of Justice and see if you can work this out. You know, maybe you guys can settle, you know? And they forced us to do it. They ordered us to do it. And we're like, okay, absolutely. We didn't go in there asking for any money or anything like that. We had some very, very, very reasonable demands. We said we want an official statement saying that you never meant for all juggalos to be labeled gang members. That was one of the things we asked. We said we want you to fix all the education that's out there that's for law enforcement eyes only, that has all kinds of crazy shit about the hatchet man being a gang symbol, about our colors being red and black, and all kinds of ridiculous, stupid shit. And that's it. Just clear the record. You can even say that we might have met a juggalo here or there that is a gang member. That's fine. But, you know, there's some bad apples in every group. But just say what you said in court, which they actually admitted in court in Detroit a few years ago. That's it. That's all we want. We'll leave you alone. You stop the fight. You can stop spending money on the government lawyers. They said no. So that's why we're putting up this fight, man, because we got reasonable demands. The Constitution's on our side. I think the people are on our side. But the reason we're marching is because people have to see what's going on, or it's going to start happening to everybody else in the country. It's a slippery slope. It starts with juggalos. It could be any other group of people. Everybody has to stand up for their rights at some point. You know, that's what America's all about. And I better see all you motherfuckers at the march, and you better bring your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your best friend, and your first man. Yeah, give it up for Barris!
Until there's no more options to fucking use, we're gonna keep fighting it, man. Motherfucking in court, any way we can, we're gonna keep fucking fighting it, man. That's our word. We're gonna march the weekend of September 17th in DC, and we're not going to give them what they want. We're not going to be wilding out, because that's exactly what they fucking hope we'll do. And we're not going to wild, we're going to march with dignity and class. We're going to handle our business, then go back to the free concerts and do our wilding out there. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I just want to let everybody know, this event, this gathering, everything you're seeing from the fucking, you know, the stages to the fucking porta potties is all shit rented by Psychopathic, okay? We're not a fucking multi-million-dollar company, you know what I'm saying?
And we have absolutely not one sponsorship.
There's no fucking Budweiser here, there's no Pepsi, there's nothing at all, alright? So, just so you know, the real life fucking struggles. Why are we in Oklahoma City? Why the fuck are we here? Last year we stood on stage and we said we're bringing the gathering to the West Coast, right? Alright, for the first time, 2017, we're bringing the gathering to the West Coast, right? Impossible! The gang problem is so official on the West Coast, it was impossible to find a location. Even if the owners of the area were willing to have the gathering, it was impossible to insure it, because they won't insure a fucking gang rally. Alright? This is reality, man. We're in Oklahoma City because this is the closest thing we could find to the West Coast that would have us. Alright? And let me tell you how, in reality, how close the gathering came to not even happening this year. No company would rent us porta potties because people fuck the porta potties up, okay? And if we don't have porta potties, we don't have a gathering. So if you see a ninja fucking a porta potty up, just know that is actually making it harder and harder to have a gathering anywhere. It's by law, you have to have porta potties.
And believe it or not, there's a fucking porta potty circuit. They talk amongst each other, you know what I'm saying? They go, don't put your porta potties there, they're gonna get fucked up for real shit. Just like back in the day when we said at convention centers, it was a convention center circuit. They're like, yo, we're together in our convention center, there's stickers and graffiti all over our fucking convention hall, you know what I'm saying? Right. And everything you can think of down to the fucking vendors. There's a vendor fucking circle that talk amongst each other, you know what I'm saying? To the golf cart rentals. They talk to each other all across the country. It's fucking nuts. And the more we fuck shit up, the less they're gonna let us have this shit, and the less we're gonna be able to have a gathering. You know what I'm saying?
Where's Larry at? Where's Rudy at? Okay, look, you know the story he told me this morning was, it was his job. Rob Jumpsteady put Larry on finding the porta potties, alright? Rudy, fuck that, we call him Larry, I'm gonna tell you why. But Rudy was calling fucking porta potty places for weeks, trying to find a company that would rent to us, because by law we have to have them, right? And when we found one by the skin of our teeth at the last fucking minute, he said he was driving through the grounds just probably yesterday, and he drove by the porta potties, and they're all fucked up. They're all tagged up. So the last willing company, you understand what I'm saying? We're fucking our own shit up by doing that shit. We're making it harder and harder on ourselves to do what the fuck we love, which is gather, man. Don't give them what they want, man. Don't wild out. This is a fucking time of fucking freshness, fun, and flavor. Fuck anything else, man. You don't have to fuck the porta potties up, man, because something as meaningless and stupid as that is fucking making it nearly impossible to even have a gathering, you know what I'm saying? So if you see a ninja spray painting on the porta potties, let him know, man. He's fucking shit up for us, man. And we're telling you this, at the point now, we always said we don't like to fucking tell anybody how to behave. We fucking hate it. But it's at the point we have to, man, because it's becoming impossible to do this. We barely did not have a company that would rent us porta potties. We found it at the last fucking minute.
And those are fucked up. Something as ill as fucking porta potties is who's stopping shit. And we don't want to tell nobody how to fucking behave and act. How everybody's free to do what they want.
That's what being a juggalo is, you know what I'm saying? And like Ferris said, there are a lot of juggalos that are gang members. And it's not a gang member that's a negative thing. Shit, we're fucking gang members, alright? What's negative is not having a choice. Is if you're not a gang member, but you're being called one by the government. That's what's fucked up. You understand what I'm saying? Don't just label us something, because we're not all gang members. And for those of us that are gang members, fucking I understand. You got my love. But for those of us that aren't, we don't want to be branded as anything we're not. You know what I'm saying? And that's fucked up, and that's why we're marching. Hey, are you gonna be there? All right, man. Well, thank you guys. Without a doubt, it's going down. The march is everything to us. It's a number fucking one, man. How do they get their Golden Goldies CD? What do they gotta do?
Stay right here. We're gonna pass them out from the stage.
Okay, cool. Stay right here. We're gonna pass you each other fucking. If you want a Golden Goldies, it's guaranteed.
Straight up, we have enough for every fucking.
Oh, one more thing.
Bum rushing and shit like that.
One more thing. The notes.
What is by having against
Who
you?
wants the fucking notes?
There's two of them.
Who said it?
Wait, there's two of them, perhaps one for each side.
Hey, one more thing. Tonight on the fucking main stage, we're bringing it down. We're the fucking We're probably doing fucking 4 or 5 songs we've never ever done in our life.
Please,